G'day all, welcome back to Dad vs Son, and we're going to continue with our 3 battles in Germany playthrough, going on to turn 4 of 6. However, before we go anywhere, we need to fix up the dadisms from last time. Okay, so a few things. When troops enter along a road, they can't be stacked. Because they're following each other up. So I screwed that. But that's basically been fixed, and I've fixed up these Prussians that are coming up, because they've only just sort of gotten there, whereas the other buggers hadn't. So that's the first thing. Second thing was, when I diddly-bopped up here originally with the cavalry, I counted 6 movement points into the village. It's only 2. It's 6 when you charge into there. So that was a screw-up, but it didn't affect anything. I had the movement points and everything else, and it didn't change anything. Next thing is I did opportunity fire when people entered hexes, and it's not. It's when people exit hexes. So that didn't really affect anything either, except that the well, in fact, it didn't really affect anything at all, so it doesn't matter, but I'll try and remember that in future. Next thing was, originally, I can't remember if I brought this up last time, but originally when I fired with the artillery, I forgot about the fog, so it was should have only been, this is marked as a 4, so I sort of went 4-3, when in fact it's only 2-1. So that's, but again, that didn't really affect anything, and that was that. So at the moment, French-wise, Unit 11, this one here has lost 1 step, and Prussian-wise, Unit 27 over here, which has become disorganized, has lost a step as well. So that's that. And we go on with the next turn 4, and I'm sure there were other mistakes, but they're the ones that have been pointed out to me or that I've caught. The person who pointed them out to me was Aaron from Aaron Plays. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. He's got a lot more experience with this game than I do, or with this series, I should say, than I do. So there we are. Righto, so first thing first, as usual, is we have cavalry charges for the French, but our charge range is only 2, so we can't do any cavalry charges, and the French only have the 1 cavalry unit. So that is done. So we have regular movement for the French. Now, what do we want to do here? So if I move these guys forward to start putting pressure on him, I could bring the cavalry around to bring pressure on him, which might be worthwhile. Position him ready for a flank or a rear attack. But I also want to put pressure up here at Popple, and that's why I had this infantry here in line, because they can start to put pressure on anybody that enters here with opportunity fire. We've got 6 steps there. I can't get any more in there. So what we might do is, to save ourselves a bit of trouble, is I'm going to change him to line there, and that's all he's going to do. And that way he's helping to look after these 2 here. I'm going to bring this unit 11 forward, and he's going to come straight up into here, which means he can fire at 2, 1. So he needs a 6 to hit for opportunity fire, and with a 3, so nothing happens. And then he's going to go like that. Dun, dun, dun. And that way he can melee up into there, and crossing a rivery, streamery thingery. What do we got here? It's not a large river. Stream. +1. Okay. So this guy is going to come up into here as well, like that. And again, he's going to fire for 2. For 1, needing a 6, and he gets a 4. This guy here will go 1, 2, and then he's can't come up there. Like that. And the artillery will come up 1, 2, 3. Over to here, like, whoops, like that. So 1, 2, 3, and we'll go into unlimbered, like that. And that'll give him a little bit of fire into here and here. Now, this little fella here will go 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, turn. So he's ready to charge into here, or to charge into here, like that. And I think that's right. Yeah. Righto. So, second player defensive fire now. So the only defensive fire for the Prussians is this guy here. Now he's firing at 2. So he needs a 5 or a 6 to hit, I believe. Yeah. Yep, that's it. Okay, so first firing at this unit here, we get a 2, and firing at this unit here. Can he fire at 2 different units? No, he can't. So that's it. You can only fire at 1. So that was done. And that was the best one to shoot at because he's lost a step. Offensive fire, we have none for them. So that brings us into the melee phase. Okay. So we're going to conduct melee with these 2 units against this unit here. So this guy is 2 plus 1 for being in column is 3 times 6 is 18. And this guy is 3 times 7 is 21. So we have 39 against 4 times 2 is 8. 39 to 8 is 4 to 1, 5 to 1. Okay, 4 to 1. So 4 to 1 on the melee table. No leaders, no cavalry charge. Okay, so here we go. Go, Frenchie. A 4 at 4 to 1 is a D. Disorganized retreat to hexes, but it is a artillery, so he just gets a disorganized with no losses. Now, what happens then? I've just got to quickly check. Okay, so it's got its disorganized duva on it, and we're at turn 4. So it can't try and rally until turn 6. Now, the other thing is that it could withdraw 2 hexes. But under 16.3, it basically stays there as an optional sort of thing. So let's just turn it around like that, and it was facing like that. Oops. Oh, I'll get it right in a bloody moment, don't worry. So it's disorganized. It stays there. If this had have retreated, then one of these units could have moved forward into there. So that's that. Okay. That's melee. And then we go on to the rally phase. And the French have nothing to rally. So that's where we stop. And then we go on with the Prussian turn, and we have cavalry charges. Now, again, cavalry can only charge 2 hexes, and disorganized cavalry cannot charge at all. So what I am going to do is I'm going to get this poor little bugger out of here. What's he got? 3 and 4 is 7, so we can. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got a movement of 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, because it's all road movement. And he'll finish up there, like that, which of course you can't see because I'm an idiot. So he's going to finish up here. Righto, so this guy's going to come forward. Go 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. That was, oh no, he's on a road, so it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, in fact, he is back 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it? road, column, limbered. Ignore obstacles and facing. Village, town. But that's not by road, I don't think. So I think if you entered this way, it'd be different. But anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. And facing this way. Ooh, dangerous. Doesn't matter because they're in the town. So he can stop there. This guy will come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's a 3. Yep. 9, 10. So they can stack. And doesn't matter. They're good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He cannot stack with him because that'd be 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He can stack with him like that. And this guy is back here on the road like that. Now that leaves this guy and these guys. Now, this guy's really got nowhere to go. Because if I pull back to here, and then here, he's going to take fire from them for opportunity fire as he leaves that hex. He could pull back to the north, which is what he's going to have to do. And that's simply because the other thing with this was to try and get people out that way. This was their alternate escape point, was to the north here. Well, northeast, I should say. So this guy is going to go 1 to there. Well, first he's got a limber, doesn't he? That's 2. And then he can go up to there for 3. And it's not really going to matter. You can just go like that. So these guys fire together into there, and they're firing for 1, 2 into there. So they're going to need a 5 or a 6. And that's it. And they get a 1, so nothing happened. Bring that back over this way now. Which just leaves this little fella here. Now he can't charge anyone. He's protecting this area here. If I turn him around that way and go across the stream, we go, oops, we go 1, and then crossing a stream is a +2. So 1, 4, 5. Well, in fact, I don't need to. I can just do that. Now, that way, if this guy charges in next turn into here, these can all sort of countercharge. And I think that's about that. Regular movement is done. Second player, defensive fire. He's got nothing to fire. Offensive fire, we've got nothing to fire. Melee phase, we've got nothing to melee. Rally phase. So this little fella down here, who has a 8, but he's disrupted, disorganized, so he's looking at a 6 or less. And he rallies! Yay! Like that. And then we go, what are we at, 20 minutes? I think we'll call that one quits, and we'll go on with probably the next 2 turns after that. Now, my question being, and I'm not sure, is moving through a village or town on a road for cavalry is 2. But on a road, ignore obstacles. Well, it's not an obstacle. Well, I would say a town would be an obstacle. Unless they're talking about towns being things like, obstacles being things like slopes, treesy, foresty stuff. But I would say realistically, a town, a village, whatever else, if you're travelling along the road, it should still only be 1. So that's what I've done there. And I think moving into here along the road should have been 1 as well, rather than 2. Now, if I came into a town or village from an off-road hex, then I believe that'd be 2. Or if I charged into there, no matter whether I'm on a road or not, because I'm then in line, would be 6. And that's the way I think it's supposed to work. Like I said, I could be wrong, but that's basically that. What else? I only moved this bloke 1 hex. I'm going to move him 2 hexes because he's disorganised. Righto, which gets him again out of charge range or anything else. But he can still come under melee from these guys if need be. Okay, so again, I'm trying the best I can. As Aaron says, there's a lot of chrome in this game, and it's difficult to catch everything all the time. But hey, I'm probably making the same mistakes for both sides, so it sort of evens out. Trust me. Would I lie to you? And that can come off there now, because he's already got his disorganised piece of poo there, and he can't do anything until the end of the last turn. He's just going to stay disorganised the whole time. So thanks very much. Take care, and I will catch you for turn 5 of 6 in the next video. Bye for now.